welcome to Fresh Talk News Channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and historic update that has captured the attention of scholars, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike. This week, the National Archives released a massive trove of documents, roughly 64,000 pages, related to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. While many hoped for shocking revelations about JFK's death, the documents instead unveiled a treasure trove of long-hidden secrets about the CIA's covert operations during the Cold War era. Let's break it all down. The release is part of the President John F. Kennedy Assassination Records Collection Act, a 1992 law that mandated the disclosure of all government records related to JFK's assassination and subsequent investigations. The law was passed after Oliver Stone's controversial film JFK reignited public interest in conspiracy theories surrounding the president's death. The goal was to bring transparency to one of the most debated events in American history. But what's surprising is how much of the newly released material has little to do with JFK's assassination, and everything to do with the CIA's shadowy activities during the mid-20th century. Among the documents is a 7-page memo written in June 1973 by a CIA employee at the request of then-Director William E. Colby. The memo matter-of-factly lists ways the agency had, as the author put it delicately, exceeded its charter over the years. These included break-ins at the French consulate in Washington, planned paramilitary attacks on Chinese nuclear facilities, and even the injection of a contaminating agent into Cuban sugar bound for the Soviet Union. But one paragraph in particular caught the attention of historians, a reference to the CIA's dealings with the Vatican, including interactions with Pope John XXI and Pope Paul VI. Peter Kornbluh, a senior analyst at the National Security Archive, described this revelation as explosive. He said, "This opens a door on a whole history of collaboration between the Vatican and the CIA, which, boy, would be explosive if we could get documents about." Kornbluh added that researchers will now actively seek out more information on this unexpected connection. While the document drop may have disappointed those hoping for new insights into JFK's assassination, it has been a goldmine for scholars studying the history of intelligence agencies and American foreign policy. The files reveal CIA involvement in coups, election interference, and covert operations around the world. For example, newly unredacted passages show how the CIA wiretapped phones in Mexico City in 1962. While this might sound like something out of a Cold War spy movie, it has no direct connection to modern surveillance capabilities. However, for historians, these details are crucial for understanding the full picture of the CIA's activities during that era. One of the most startling revelations comes from a 1961 memo written by Arthur Schlesinger Jr., an aide to President Kennedy, shortly after the failed Bay of Pigs invasion. The memo warns of the growing power of the CIA and calls for its reorganization. Newly visible passages reveal that nearly half of the political officers in American embassies worldwide were actually working for the CIA. Frederick Lojval, a Harvard historian working on a multi-volume biography of JFK, called this revelation astonishing. The documents also shed light on the CIA's involvement in the 1961 assassination of Dominican dictator Rafael Trujillo, including the names of all the CIA agents involved in the plot. Lojval noted, without the 1992 law, all of this probably would have been under lock and key forever. But the release hasn't been without controversy. The CIA has long opposed the declassification of these documents, arguing that revealing the identities of its sources could harm national security and undermine efforts to recruit new informants. Nicholas Dujmovic, a retired CIA historian, emphasized the importance of secrecy in these relationships, stating, "If people don't want others to know that they were cooperating with the CIA, for whatever reason, we have a moral obligation to keep these relationships secret." The documents also reveal previously unknown or rumored efforts by the CIA to interfere in elections in countries like Finland, Peru, and Somalia. Additionally, there's new information about the agency's involvement in coups in Brazil, Haiti, and Guyana. One particularly significant document is a 1964 CIA Inspector General report on the agency's operations in Mexico City. Newly unredacted passages reveal that Mexican President Adolfo López Mateos approved a joint surveillance operation against Soviet operatives in Mexico. The report also describes a highly successful project targeting rural and peasant populations, led by a Catholic priest who established youth groups, credit unions, and agricultural co-ops, presumably to steer people away from Soviet influence. The White House announced that all remaining classified documents in the collection are now open for research at the National Archives, with the final 16,000 pages set to be digitized and posted online in the coming days. Arturo Jiménez Bacardi, a historian at the University of South Florida, expressed excitement about the potential discoveries still to come, particularly from the Church Committee interviews of former CIA directors. While parts of these interviews have been released before, Jiménez Bacardi noted that there are still secrets in those depositions. So, what does all this mean? For historians, it's a chance to rewrite parts of Cold War history and better understand the CIA's role in shaping global events. For the public, it's a rare glimpse into the secretive world of intelligence operations. And for conspiracy theorists, it's a reminder that sometimes the truth is stranger, and more complex, than fiction. Thanks for watching Fresh Talk News channel. If you found this story as intriguing as we did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of the latest news and updates. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.